Hey YouTube, good afternoon. This is Raider and KC. Hey, I just want to draw your attention to something that I noticed, and this has probably been brought up. If not, I'm really interested in your comments, any thoughts you might have about it. But the recent sinkhole event in Florida that swallowed the man alive, terrible tragedy. But something that I missed when it all happened. This event happened in Seffner, Florida. And the address of this event, the address of this home was 240 Faithway Drive. 240 Faithway Drive. I got on MapQuest, took a look at this. It zoomed in, and Faithway Drive, one of the main roads that intersects with it is Parsons Avenue. Parsons. Back in the old days, the pastor in a community was called the Parsons. That's a word that literally means the person. Oftentimes that the pastor in that community was the only guy with a formal education, maybe even the only guy who could read. And it just struck me that the sinkhole event occurred on Faithway Drive that intersects with Parsons Avenue. The Lord does not make mistakes when He allows these events to happen. And, could He have been trying to warn us? I think these sinkhole events have been warnings, and I'm going to point that out here in just a moment. But could the Lord be displeased with the church in these last days? Certainly the Bible said that the church in the last days would be lukewarm, would be neither hot nor cold. That the Lord would, make him sick to his stomach, make him want to spew them out of his mouth. And certainly we look at the church's ineffectiveness concerning, the sins of our culture, the murderous and immoral nature of our society as we just drift deeper and deeper into sin. And could this have been a warning from the Lord of His displeasure? Now, I want to I got to looking at some other sinkholes. Of course, you remember the fellow who, was playing golf on the 14th green and just fell through into a big cavern, and that happened in near Waterloo, Illinois. I got to studying that a little bit, found out that in 2011 in Iowa, they had a sinkhole at Waterloo, Iowa. Now we know what happened at Waterloo. That's where Napoleon met his demise, and one of the great military defeats of all time. And we even make a phrase out of it. They met their Waterloo. Is God trying to tell us something? Here we are in the United States. I was reading today the Drudge Report's front page, and in red the headline that North Korea has given a go-ahead to hit us with a merciless nuclear attack. And most of our country really scoffs at this and laughs at it. I pray it doesn't happen. But we're living in bizarre times. I don't think that God makes mistakes. He allows these things to happen at Waterloo and at Faithway and Parsons Drive. What is He trying to convey to us? I don't claim to have the answers. I'm interested in your comments. But, there was such a thing as sinkholes in the Bible. In Numbers, the 16th chapter, there was an uprising against the leadership of Moses by a guy named Korah. And the Lord dealt with Korah and some of those who were following him in this uprising. And it's in the 16th chapter of Numbers, verse 30, says, "But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, And the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. You know, God has used in the past sinkholes to pronounce judgment on sinful men. And, I just don't dismiss these things, and I'm interested in your input and your feedback in the comment section. I'll leave links to these stories. I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. That's all I've got today. Thanks for listening.